In the lawless days of the Old West, one man's name struck fear across Texas: John Wesley Hardin. Outlaw, gunslinger, and escape artist, this is the story of his daring breakout and bloody legacy. The Old West was full of legends: Jesse James, Billy the Kid, but few were as dangerous or unpredictable as John Wesley Hardin. Born in 1853 in Bonham, Texas, Hardin was known for his charm, intelligence, and deadly accuracy with a gun. But behind his smooth talk and quick draw was a man who lived and breathed violence. By the time he turned 21, Hardin claimed to have killed more than 20 men, some say over 40. Whether those numbers were exaggerated or not, one thing was certain: John Wesley Hardin was one of the most feared outlaws in Texas history. Hardin's descent into violence began early. At just 15, he killed a man during a gambling dispute, setting him on a path of gunfights, ambushes, and constant flight from the law. He became a folk hero to some, a symbol of rebellion against corrupt lawmen, but to most, he was a ruthless killer. Wherever Hardin went, bodies followed. Eventually, after years of running, he was captured by Texas Rangers in 1877 aboard a train in Pensacola, Florida. But before that final arrest, Hardin pulled off one of the most daring escapes in Texas history. In 1872, Hardin was being held in Gonzales County Jail. The young outlaw was waiting to be transferred for trial, but he had no intention of staying behind bars. Using a smuggled revolver, Hardin waited for the perfect moment. When a guard entered his cell, he drew his gun lightning fast, disarmed him, and forced his way out. Shots rang through the jailhouse as Hardin fought his way to freedom, injuring 2 men before leaping onto a stolen horse and disappearing into the Texas countryside. The law launched a massive manhunt, but Hardin knew the terrain too well. He rode hundreds of miles under the cover of night, finding refuge with outlaws and sympathizers across the frontier. For years, he remained one step ahead of the law, continuing his violent rampage. Hardin's luck finally ran out in 1877 when the Texas Rangers tracked him down. He served 17 years in prison, studied law, and tried to start a new life after his release, but the past caught up with him. In 1895, he was shot and killed in an El Paso saloon by an off-duty lawman. The story of John Wesley Hardin is part legend, part nightmare, a man who could charm you one moment and shoot you the next. His great escape and violent life remind us just how wild the Old West truly was.